Good morning, everybody. This is Jake from Jake Sports Takes. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing good. A little bit, doing all right. Hanging in there. I do want to say one thing before I continue. Well, today on this podcast, we're gonna discuss the MLB trade deadline is today at 5. We will discuss some trades that could potentially go down that have already gone down. Major names on the block. Who's going to be a buyer? Who's going to be a seller? Talk about that. We'll talk about SummerSlam finished up last night, night 2. Great end of the show. We'll get to that. The women's Open Championship finished up yesterday morning. Excuse me. We'll get to that. We got some NFL news. We got the Stump the Snake trivia question of the day. We'll get back to that. First off, last week, unfortunately, I was let go from Walmart. I made a very dumb, bonehead mistake that cost me my job. I'm disappointed. I had worked there a year. I made a very dumb mistake. I feel bad. I do have an interview today at Chili's at 2 o'clock. I'm hoping I can get that job, go back to hosting like I did back when I first started the job, working. So hopefully I can get to that. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's get to the sports news. First off, we've got SummerSlam, as I said, finished out. Night 1, we had in the main event, Obafemi defeating Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell. Great match. I mean, Brock Lesnar passed the torch. He said, "This Obafemi is the future. I am the past." Basically, passed the torch to Obafemi. Classy move, great match. I mean, it was a little weaker of the Hell in a Cell matches that I've seen in the past. It was still very good, It did its job. It was a good closeout. CM Punk defeating Cody Rhodes. And thanks to an assist from the returning Apex Predator Randy Orton. Welcome back, Randy. With an RKO at the end of the match on Cody Rhodes to help CM Punk retain the title. Bella Twins turned heel on Paige, and after being defeated by Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, and their little posse. Let's see if I can see. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys defeated Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, and Jacob Fatu in a 6-man tag team. One of the better matches of the night. Io Sky, Liv Morgan retained the WWE Women's title against Io Sky in a great match. Although I do wish Io Sky would have won that match. Liv Morgan's reign has been lame. That was the first time she had defended the title since she won the title at WrestleMania. That was 100 days ago, Saturday. That's a little disappointing for me. But it was a good match overall. Night 1, if I would give a grade, I'd probably say it's about a B minus, maybe a C, probably a C, more like a C plus. It was decent matches, but it didn't have the SummerSlam vibe. It was kind of too mellow for me. Night 2, which was last night, that was a pretty good, bang. They did have quite a few title changes. Baron Corbin, who returned about a month ago, defeated Trick Williams to become the new United States champion. Hometown hero Chad Gable, the 2012 U.S. Olympian, defeated Penta to win the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in his career. Great family moment. I saw the PLE on my ESPN Plus app. It was a for my Disney Plus app. It was a great match, and him bringing his family out was very emotional. Chelsea Green becoming interim women's world champion. Rhea Ripley's been out with a knee injury. Don't know if she's going to be fully stripped of it or they're just going to have an interim champion. But finally, Chelsea Green getting basically out of the doghouse, into the main event scene for a little while, being an interim champion. It feels good, some of the ring gear was pretty incredible. We also had, let's see if I can remember some of the other matches. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns was the main event. Great match by them. I mean, put this Shield thing to bed. They even shouted out about Dean Ambrose. They even mentioned his WWE name by WWE character by name. Him and Sasha Banks, which was incredible. And they're both in AEW. You don't hear that being shouted out very often. But that last night was a pretty good night of wrestling. Today, for the NFL news, Jadeveon Clowney, 2014 number 1 overall pick of my Houston Texans, is now re-signing a 1-year contract with Houston Texans. Welcome back, JC. Good to have you back in Houston, in H-Town. You're always welcome back. You're going to be part of Houston's history. Had some great years, in Houston. You kind of fell off, sometimes, but you're going to be, welcome. You're always welcome back. You're going to be part of Houston's history, being a number 1 pick. Great job. Welcome back, buddy. Now let's get to the MLB trade deadline. As I mentioned earlier, that deadline is at 5 p.m. today. There have already been some moves. This morning, I saw Luis Arraez from the Giants will go to the Philadelphia Phillies. The shortstop, all-star shortstop, is going to the Philadelphia Phillies. For what exactly, I don't know. My guess is pitchers or minor leaguers. Makes sense. Giants are done. Philadelphia is right in the wild card hunt. I don't know if they're going to catch Atlanta. But if anybody, I believe, can take as a wild card, come out of the wild card bracket round, whatever you want to say, that can take out the Dodgers, or the Braves, or even the Cubs, or whomever is leading the NL Central. If anybody can do it, I believe it's probably the Phillies. Even though they fired their manager Rob Thompson earlier in the year, they've been coming on strong. They're becoming very, very good. They could be a very dangerous threat come October. Yesterday, fortunately, the Nationals gave up the other 20 home run hitter, Luis Garcia, who's having a career year, second baseman, first baseman, DH, for the Washington Nationals, sending him to the New York Yankees for 4 basically minor league pitchers they've had. Guys who've been kind of bouncing around between AAA and the majors. They got 4 relief pitchers, but I don't think any of them are going to be up in the major leagues anytime soon. I mean, for my Nats, I hope they don't, and I'll get to that in a little bit. I hope they don't go and start trading everybody because they think they're done. They're only 4 games under 500. They're 4.5 back for the third wild card. They have a shot. They maybe make a couple deals. Could happen. Luis Castillo, I believe, is going from the Mariners to the White Sox, I believe. Or it could be to... I forgot who he was going to. He got dealt yesterday. And the shocker, the blockbuster of the trades that was expected to happen, but not knowing who it was going to happen with, happened late Saturday night. Unfortunately, Tarek Skubal got traded to the Dodgers for 5 minor leaguers. How on God's green earth do you let a team like the Dodgers get an ace pitcher like that to let him, go to the Dodgers when their team's already stacked, loaded with talent? I know they've got injury problems, but you cannot let a player like that go to a team like that's already that stacked. Anyway, pretty much that's all the major trades that I've heard of so far. Guys, I have heard that major trade candidates. There's a guy, his last name's Otto from the Marlins, a shortstop, is potentially on the block. I'm hearing hearing more whispers about C.J. Abrams being traded from Washington to potentially Boston or a couple other teams. I've been hearing Foster Griffin for the Nationals as well. It's 12-3, having 31 years old. Thing is, he doesn't throw that hard. Basically his average pitch speed of his fastball is 91 miles an hour. His main pitch is a cut fastball, not a regular normal fastball. He does not throw that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Oh, and I forgot to mention Freddie Peralta got traded to the Rays as well yesterday. I've heard of Randy Arozarena potentially getting traded. We'll see. Tomorrow I'll probably podcast and I'll let you know how the interview at Chili's went. I'll also give you maybe a little bit of a rundown of some of the major trades that happened. My Stump the Snake trivia question of the day. Actually, this isn't really a trivia question. This is an opinion. This isn't really a trivia question. But what trade in history was the biggest, most expensive trade that was made on the day of the trade deadline? Anybody has that answer? I actually do know this answer. If you guys want to drop it down on my pages on Instagram, it's at Duke Nats Texans Fan 11, at Jake Sports Takes on YouTube. Everybody have it. It's pretty nice out here today. Everybody have a safe day. Have a great day. I hope Chili's works out. I'll probably be podcasting again tomorrow. Everybody have a safe day. Have a great day. I love you guys. Peace, Summoners. And as we do it on Jake Sports Takes, hugs and hand pounds, everybody. Love you guys. Bye.